Deep in the ocean, an orca pod is on the hunt. But these aren't your average orcas. These guys are organized.
Marketing team, did you get those social media posts scheduled for the SEAL migration?
Aye, Captain. We even have an automated notification for all pod managers when they go live.
They use Monday.com to keep their teamwork sharp, their communication clear, and their goals in sight. Monday.com. For whatever you run, even orcas. Go to Monday.com to dive deeper.
Regen auf mein Kopf. Hinter der Deckelbus ist die kleine Fahrt im Topf. Geht mir kein Sach mit, die Tropfen von Regen.
Hey everyone, welcome to Kill Me Now. I'm your host, Judy Gold. Well, actually, it's Welcome to Kill Me Now with Judy Gold. I'm your host, Judy Gold, because that's the full name of the podcast. First of all, so my show is over. I want to thank everyone who came, and hopefully it is gonna just the beginning of the life of the show. And we got some great reviews, so that's fantastic. I also, at the end of this, I will read some of the feedback I've gotten from my podcast, which I love you for. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the one with my son. Huh? What the fuck? This is what I'm talking about with the sirens. This is the shit. Shut the fuck up. It's like every time. It's every time. So I have a few things I'd like to talk to you about, because today will be a rant, a Judy Gold. I am my own guest today, but we will be having guests again soon. Next week, we will have Mary Trump. We were supposed to have B.D. Wong. We did a talk back with the audience after my show, and it was great because Joy Behar was there, and Renee Taylor, and Elaine May, and Jeannie Berlin, and I thought I pressed record, but I definitely pressed it, but it didn't record, and then I went to go stop the recording after our talk back, and it turned on. That's how fucked up the whole thing is. So, plus, I wear a contact lens in the show, and I was, I can't see close up when I wear a contact lens. I can only see far away. So, and I only wear it in one eye because I had a cataract surgery, and so I can see far with one eye. I can't see far with one eye, and I cannot see close with either eye. Like, I've never been able to see close. All right. So anyway, that's my astigmatism Jewish problem. But there were a few things I wanted to talk about before I got to the main topic, which has to do with censorship. But first of all, I just want to say Clarence Thomas is a fucking asshole, and his wife is a fucking asshole. Okay? They are so corrupt. And the fact, here's the thing. The fact that, Clarence Thomas can stay in this job. This guy who was taking him on all these trips, the guy who has memorabilia of Hitler and all other despots, is psychotic. Like, I don't have memorabilia. Like, it's not like, okay, so Ben Shapiro, I don't know if you know him. He's horrible. He's horrible. He's horrible for the LGBTQ community. He's a Jew. And he's a right-wing Jew, and he's just one of those people who loves to get attention and thinks he's the greatest thing in the whole world. And his mother was like, Ben, you're so smart. Like, one too many. You're so smart. You're so my Ben is so opinionated. And he went to Harvard, and I am so proud. All right, so there was too much of that shit in his fucking life. So he thinks he's the fucking greatest thing in the entire world. So he was defending this guy, this Nazi guy with the Nazi memorabilia and other horrible, tyrannical artifacts. He has a garden full of these artifacts, and has Mein Kampf signed by Hitler. And he's defending it as historical, it's just historical artifact. Like, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Entitled. Okay. So this guy, this Republican donor, who, first of all, they're like, we're very close friends. Like Clarence is like, we're very close friends. Because I'm sure Clarence is a fucking ball of laughs to hang out with, him and Ginny. And he donated $500,000 to Ginny's like right-wing Nazi whatever fucking thing, anti-choice bullshit thing. And he's like, we're very close friends. But they didn't become friends until after Clarence was on the Supreme Court. So it's all bullshit. And the Republicans, do nothing about it. But Al Franken, makes a funny picture when he's a comic and takes a funny photo when he's a comedian, not an elected official. And he gets kicked out of the Senate. Okay? No. This is all hypocrisy. I'm fucking sick of this country. I'm sick of the guns. The guns are fucking out of control. Shove your AR-15 up your ass. I don't want to hear about your goddamn thoughts and prayers. I don't want to hear about the Second Amendment. No, I guarantee you, if those people came back, they would be like, get rid of these fucking AR-15s, the one who wrote the Second Amendment. So fucking annoying. Okay. Speaking of which, the mother of that 6-year-old kid who shot his teacher, she got charged with felony child neglect. And that's like up to 5 years in prison. I mean, the kid's not getting charged because he doesn't have the brain power they can't prove intent because he's 6. I can prove intent. He went and got the gun and then pointed to his teacher and apparently had behavioral problems and no one does anything. Yeah, that's great. So she's going to jail, which is thank God. And who the fuck? Like, all right, I know I'm an overbearing Jewish mother, but you check your kid's backpack. Wasn't she like, oh my God, honey, well, she probably didn't say honey. She probably was like, get the fuck in the car. Your backpack's a little heavy. What's going on? Like, these people, we are so dumb. Like, we are dumb people. Like, do other countries have people who are so ignorant and dumb? Because we're really fucking dumb. These people are dumb. This whole idea where I had Henry was born when I was 34. And I was like, I'm worried. I hope I'm prepared. And these people, did I discuss this? That Lauren Boebert's fucking kid is 17 and the other one's 15. And I'm worried at 34 that I'm, prepared to be a mother. I cannot stand these fucking idiots. Okay. She's got to go, that Lauren Boebert. I spoke to someone who works in Democratic politics because I'm very important. And he said, we're not going to get rid of Marjorie Taylor Greene because she's out for blood. But we could get rid of Lauren Boebert because she only lost by 500 votes. So we got to get this Adam Frisch in and get rid of Lauren fucking dumb shit. And how the fuck is George Santos still there? And who the fuck are they coming to New York for fucking orange fuckface? I can't. Okay. So Clarence Thomas needs to resign from the Supreme Court of the United States. The other 3 who got in under Trump are all fake justices. That's what I just think it's the fact that they didn't give Obama his pick. They're all fake. This country is not a democracy. I'm sorry, not a democracy. Israel is a democracy, but that's being challenged right now. But as you see, Netanyahu had to back down because the people are protesting. And, you have a voice. You can't just sit back. You have to vote and you have to get the word out and fuck these dumb asses. Okay, this really... Did you hear that the Dalai Lama asked this little kid to suck his tongue. Okay. I don't know if you haven't heard this, but this story, we put people on a pedestal. Like I have read that Mother Teresa was a bitch. I know, okay, calm down, but I did read from people that, Mother Teresa was a little bitchy. I mean, how can you not be bitchy when you're just surrounded by illness and death and whatever? And that she enjoyed the suffering or watching people suffer. I mean, I've read this thing. Who knows whatever's true. But, no one is that fucking great. I'm sorry. The Dalai Lama has said other things in the past that are ridiculous. But so this kid who loves the Dalai Lama asks the Dalai Lama if he can give him a hug. And then the Dalai Lama points to his cheek and he's like, kiss, you can kiss me here first. And then he wants a kiss on the lips. And then he tells the kid to suck his tongue. He's 87 years old. And then he says that he likes to joke. He likes to joke around. What kind? That is not a joke. And what's with all these arrested development religious leaders who are pedophiles and predators on young people? Like there is arrested development. There's something going on where, these people who are put on a pedestal as like God, and they're disgusting. Ew. Who wants to suck an 87-year-old man's tongue? Oh, God. So everyone who just loves the Dalai Lama, no one is who you think they are. No one. I mean, I am because I'm an open book and but yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
I also wanted to discuss that I noticed I've been doing a lot of interviews because of my show that I do say fuck a lot. And when I read it in print, I'm like, Judy, you got to stop saying fuck. And like when I hear someone else going fuck, 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 I find it annoying. And I don't even realize that I'm saying fuck 1,000 times in a row. It's like not good. And my mother used to always be like, oh, Judith, why do you have to curse so much? And I have a line in the show, which is true. My mother used to always say, Judith, why do you have to curse so much in your act? Bill Cosby never curses in his act. So, and I'm trying to say that in the show that, yeah, he doesn't curse, but he's full of shit. He's a fucking predator, rapist, asshole, scumbag. And he doesn't curse. So you think he's great because he doesn't curse, but he's the most disgusting excuse for a human being there is. And then you have me, and it's like, why do you have to curse so much? And, and I really don't want to, but I'm telling you, it's been since I'm a little kid. And they have done studies where it says that people who curse a lot are highly intelligent. I'm just letting you know that we're more intelligent than other people. But I think it's my New Jersey upbringing. And I don't know what else, but if you're a constant cursor, let me know. And if anyone has any idea, I mean, I would like to, and you know what? I do gigs in synagogues and like in corporate gigs, and I don't curse at all. Like I know when I can't curse and I'm fine with it, but it's my normal, when I get on stage, I am a cursor. I'm a cursor on a computer. Okay, God, I just cracked myself up. Okay, so what I really wanted to talk to you about this week. So I am joining the National Coalition Against Censorship. I'm going to be on the board. and I love this organization. Okay. So there was this Power of Women event that I wasn't invited to. Like, here's the thing. I don't get invited to a lot of, I mean, I do, and I host a lot of events, so I'll get invited to host, but I find it really annoying. Like, I came out in 96 and I was doing all these organizations. I was either the host or the auctioneer or whatever. I was very involved in all of their fundraising and hosting their shows and whatever. And then, all these big stars make all their money and they decide to come out. And now I don't even get invited. Like the LGBTQ plus center in New York, they have a women's event that I used to host all the time. I don't even get invited to the women's event. GLAAD Media Awards, I've won them. I don't get invited. Family Equality Council, I got one of their first awards, not invited. HRC, never invited. God's Love We Deliver, I used to work in the office. I worked in the office. I volunteered. I delivered food. I never get invited. If you have a lot of money and you donate, you get invited. But the people who were there from the beginning get tossed aside. Gay Men's Health, GMHC, same thing, volunteered there. It's really annoying. I just want to say that that's annoying, that money talks in this country more than anything. So I'll get yelled at for saying fuck or criticized for saying fuck, but I do the right thing. And, you're not big enough. All right. Anyway, so Judy Blume accepted this award, this Full Power of Women. Let me just look up. It's Variety's Power of Women, and they honor people. And so one of the people who was honored was Judy Blume. And Judy Blume, who was from New Jersey, right by me, and I gave her, she was inaugurated into the New Jersey Hall of Fame, and I did the speech, and I gave her award. It was at NJPAC. It was so great. But then I've been tossed to the side again. Anyway, so she is a big supporter of NCAC, which is a grassroots, it's a very effective coalition against censorship. And they really do the right thing. And this banning books by Ron Fuckhead and all these other fucking idiots. And they've never even, you'll hear the speech, but these people haven't even read the books, but they don't want their kids to be educated to know that there's people from different backgrounds that we could learn about and actually make us better people and smarter people. Anyway, so I wanted to play you, because I got a copy of the speech, because did I mention I'm in the National Coalition Against Censorship? So I got a copy of the speech, and I wanted to play it for you because I think it's really important, and I'm going to try to do it on the computer right now, and who the fuck knows if that's going to work. All right. Oh, and FYI, I went to the doctor, so I've been putting off a knee replacement for a really long time, and now I can't take it anymore. And the doctor said, it is gone. Your knee is done. It is so bad. You have to get it ASAP. There's no other solution. I'm lopsided. I've lost an inch or more, and I can't straighten my leg. And so that's the next thing. Okay. And that means 6 to 8 weeks. I can't travel, but I could podcast. Oh, yeah. But that kind of sucks. But I went through it before, and he said it's much different now. And blah. Okay, so, all right, here we go. Full Power of Women. Here it is. Okay. All right, so I'm going to play this. So let me give you some context. Seth Meyers never been on a show, but I'd love to be. He introduced her at the Power of Women. Why is a guy introducing her at the Power of Women? It's like, ugh. Okay, here we go.
Seth, come back here.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know how to read from these things, but... Yeah. Oh, wait.
Yeah, see?
Oh, there it is. Oh.
Judy has spent the whole lunch not having confidence these would have her script.
Oh, so she's reading out of a prompter, but she brought her own script, which I have to say, I enjoy using a script. And when I teach, I make my students write, have a script and not reading off their fucking phones. I hate that. But so those two prompters that go on the side and they're kind of fun. But anyway, so she's very old fashioned, Judy Blume, and she wants to read out of the script. All right. Out of the offer script. Okay. So that's what's going on.
I've done that before. This is
Okay.
something new. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try it.
Great.
Thank you.
I have faith in you.
Thank you, Seth. And thank you, Variety, for this honor. And what an honor it is to be in the company of these 4 accomplished women and all of the women attending this event today.
So humble.
To be here with all of you. I want to acknowledge my wonderful table, too, since everybody is acknowledging their wonderful table. But I'm not going to tell you who's there. I'm just going to tell you they are the reason that I am up here today.
Okay, so I'm pausing it now. I'm not at the fucking table. That's all I have to say. I'm not there. And I love Judy Blume. And I'm from New Jersey. Okay. Here we go. Okay, just listen to what she says.
And Kelly Ripa, thank you so much for the shout out. That was very fun. Thank you.
Kelly Ripa. I mean, what does she weigh? 3 pounds? How much does she weigh? Seriously. She is so small. Like, that is a full-time job. She has the daytime show, and then the rest of her job is weighing 3 pounds. Okay.
And another Jersey girl, right? There are 3 of us, 3 honorees today, Jersey girls. Mm-hmm. We have Newark, Elizabeth, and Camden.
I just want you to know I was born in Newark at Beth Israel Hospital, lived in Elizabeth till I was 5.5, and then moved to Clark, New Jersey. But so I know I should have been there, but whatever. Go.
3 of the 3 cities in New Jersey. What can I say?
So funny.
But here we are. Here we are. Anyway, let me get to this. Okay. Now, when I read from this, do I look crazy?
So now she can't. She's so funny because she doesn't want to read from the teleprompter, but
I'm going to try it.
She's going to try it.
Here, but I'm going to try it. Okay, first time. National Coalition Against Censorship, and let's call it NCAC, is not a flashy organization. I call it the little org that could, and did, and continues to do every single day. So let me take you back to 1980, when the censors crawled out of the woodwork overnight following the presidential election. They were determined to remove not only the books they didn't want their kids to read, but the books they decided no kid should be able to read. And what a time that was, with parents rushing into children's school, waving a book, saying, "I demand that you get rid of this book." And of course, what else? Most of the time these parents had never read the book, so maybe they had pages turned down. But, because in many places, schools and libraries didn't have their policies in place when the books were removed. The books were removed because they didn't have policies in place. Sometimes quietly, sometimes not. So what were these would-be censors so afraid of? Because I do think the desire to censor has a lot to do with fear. Well, for one thing, anything to do with sexuality. That means puberty, too. Language they considered offensive, and every ism you can think of, and some that you never heard of. Madeleine L'Engle, for instance, was accused of promoting New Ageism. Therefore, her books were removed. I guarantee Madeleine never heard of New Ageism when she was writing A Wrinkle in Time. I know because I went out on the road and we spoke together.
Okay, I'm pausing now. How fucking, can you, 1980, when fucking Reagan came in, okay, that was also the year I graduated high school, by the way. And they're coming in to take away books that they, if you don't want your kid to read a fucking book, then don't have your kid read the fucking book. That doesn't mean that it's just the same thing with abortion. If you don't want to have an abortion, you don't believe in abortion, don't have one. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't have autonomy over my body or the books I read. Okay, we're going back a little bit. Here we go. I'm going back.
With me, it was sexuality and specifically puberty, which to some people was a very dirty word. Mm-hmm. It wasn't something that the censors wanted to talk to with their kids. You know, if they don't read about it, they won't know about it. If they don't know about it, it will never happen to them.
Right.
Guess what? So when I first came under attack, I felt alone. I felt scared. I mean, this was America, right? I thought we were a country who celebrated our intellectual freedom. So after a while, I was absolutely thrilled to find NCAC. There I am. Or maybe they found me. I can't remember, but either way, it was a life changer. And it turned out that I was not alone. NCAC was there for writers, readers, teachers, librarians, parents, students, everyone who cared about the freedom to read, to know, to question, to choose, to learn. They were the first responders for those who came under fire. Mm-hmm. Joining with them made me stronger. Speaking out felt good, damn good.
How much do you love her? I love her.
And you know, because it's probably dessert time, I would like to end this.
How funny is she?
Something sweet. I see the desserts going out now. I would like to end this on a sweet and positive note. But the reality is, we are right back where we were in the 80s. Except it's the 80s on steroids. What's going on is unbelievable. It's crazy and scary, and it is hard to joke about. This time it's not the moral majority or only the religious right. This time it is coming from our government.
Yep.
Lawmakers drunk with power with a need to control everything. Sure, it's still sexuality, but it's gender. It's LGBTQ+. It's racism. It's history itself that's under fire.
Yes.
You know, I live in Key West, and even though we like to pretend it's not in Florida, we have the same governor. A governor who wants to control everything, starting with what kids can think, what they can know, what they can question, what they can learn, and now even what they can talk about. We have a legislator who's trying to put through a bill preventing girls in elementary school from talking about periods. Ugh. Good luck there.
She's great.
They don't want teachers answering their questions. Teachers are under fire.
Yep.
Librarians are threatened. And I'm talking about, I have it written down here because it was so important to me, I stuck it in. They are criminalizing, that's what they're doing.
That's right.
Criminalizing teachers and librarians. It's not just that they're threatening their jobs, they're threatening them. They could go to jail.
I mean,
and all because they stand up for the rights of the students they teach. All because they refuse to give in to fear.
Yep.
I've known librarians who have saved lives by handing the right book to the right child at the right time. And for that one kid...
Isn't that fucking brilliant?
For that one kid, finding themselves in a book can be a lifesaver. Recently, a friend asked me, so have they come to your bookstore yet, Judy? And I was taken aback. But this is our reality. This is why we have to continue to speak out loud and clear. And this is why I'm donating your generous gift to NCAC.
This week's episode of It's Judy Show with Judy Gold is sponsored by BetterHelp. And if you know me, which I think you do because you're listening to my podcast right now, you know that I am a big advocate for therapy. I think it benefits everyone. I think there's so many people who need it, who don't partake. It is so important for your emotional health and well-being. Therapy is fantastic. It is in every stretch of the imagination. And if you're thinking of starting therapy, please do it. But please give BetterHelp a try. It is entirely online. It's designed to be convenient. It's flexible. It suits your schedule. You fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. I have switched therapists in my life. I've had many, many therapists, and you know, sometimes it's not a great fit for you, but don't give up. Therapy is beneficial. You can learn about yourself, you can process, and just be emotionally healthy. I'm telling you, do it. BetterHelp is great because, you know, when I used to schlep to my therapist's office, it was so annoying. You have to do it, and you sit there and you wait, and then I'm telling you, doing it online is fantastic. And BetterHelp is amazing. I know a lot of people who've used it. So if you're thinking about therapy, go to BetterHelp.com. Let the gratitude flow. This is Gratitude Month, people. So you need to let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/JudyGold, JudyGold, today, and you will get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/JudyGold. You're welcome. Okay. I mean, I'm speechless. I hope you're speechless too. Well, you're probably not talking because you're listening, but this is... I really want to get her on the podcast. I'm going to get her on the podcast. Everyone think Judy is going to get Judy Blume on the podcast. This is scary. This is what Hitler did. He banned books. He passed the Treachery Act, which made listening and telling an anti-Nazi joke an act of treason, punishable by imprisonment or death. This is all out of the fucking handbook of, you know, Ben Shapiro's friend. And it's scary when it's the government. Like, we're going nuts here. And it's true. It's just like representation in everything. Like, if you read a book and you will be better for reading a book. I mean, except for like the Protocols of Zion or some other fucking bullshit racist, anti-Semitic, and homophobic, whatever. But the idea of erasing history or changing it so that it fits your narrative, and then librarians are like the nicest people. They work in a library. They can't even talk. They have to go shh all the time. You know, what is this dumb? We are dumb. We are dumb. So annoyed. I'm so annoyed right now. So I thought that I hope you like that, because I heard that speech and I was like, I have to play this for my people, because we should be scared and we have to speak out and we have to demonstrate this is not okay. It's not okay. Oh God, I'm so annoyed. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. But I love Judy Blume. And Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret is going to be, I'm just hitting the bell because I forgot to hit it, is going to be a movie coming out. So, I mean, she started with puberty and they came after her. And now, yeah, we are talking about, you know, what about the Bud Light? These motherfuckers are like, I'm not going to do Bud Light because it's a trans person. Shut the fuck up. It's a fucking beer. I mean, although I will never go to Chick-fil-A and I don't let my kids go to Chick-fil-A, even though I know they probably go, but they will never tell me. But yeah, there's certain things I boycott. If you're going to boycott, I mean, a beer, Bud Light, whatever. And Coors, you can go to Coors, but Coors supports the LGBTQ plus community. These people are so dumb and disgusting and ignorant and like just stupid. And you know what? I've said this many times before, go live in the world without the contributions of LGBTQ plus people and see how fun your fucking life is, you asshole. All right, I think I'm done. I do want to say that I really love your support for my podcast. It is truly Kill Me Now. And I'm gonna be doing interviews. Next week we'll have Mary Trump. I just love her. I love her. And she's so fucking smart. So that's gonna be great. Also, I wanted to tell you, I have gigs coming up. Let me look at my calendar. So I am going to the Moon Tower Comedy Festival in Austin. I will be there the 20th, the 21st, the 22nd, doing various shows. I'm doing the queer shows. So mostly the shows are at 7:30 and 9. I'm very excited about it. Let's see what else. Oh, I'm going to the Washington, D.C. For the Creative Coalition to lobby for more money for the arts. And I'm going to be at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And guess what I'm wearing? Okay. So I was on Madam Secretary, and I played the comedian at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. That was my part. And they put me in this like beautiful blue tuxedo. And I thought, oh my God. And they you know, what's it called? Tailored it for me because I'm gigantic. And I was like, oh, can I have it? Because sometimes you want to take the wardrobe. And they were like, you can have it, but you have to pay for it. CBS, I had to fucking pay for it. I mean, a lot of actors will steal the clothes, but I can't do it because I have so much guilt. So I'm wearing the outfit, not the same blouse, but the outfit I wore playing the White House Correspondents' Dinner comedian to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I'm very excited. I'm also going to be in Provincetown this summer. I am going to the Montreal Comedy Festival. I don't have those dates yet. And June 10th, I am hosting out Montclair. I'm going to be around, baby. So check my website for that, judygold.com. Follow me on Insta and everything at JEWDYGOLD. Because I'm a Jew. Get my book. Yes, I can say that. Hopefully I will be bringing the show to a city and a theater near you. Thank you. I just want to say this podcast is produced by Laura Vogel, even though Laura hasn't had to do much for my ranting podcast, but she is the producer. It is edited by Colin Schmaling, who is adorable and perfect. And Brittany Jo Sowards Richmond does pretty much everything else in my life. So thank you to her. And I want to thank you. All your positive feedback has meant so much to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be back here next week with another episode. And I love you all, especially for listening to the end. And as we always say, so long.